Susan McLean and I'm a cyber safety expert presenting at Generation Next. Cyberbullying is now prevalent across society. It's more prevalent in schools and places where young people are because they tend to use technology in a very different way to an adult. They were, of course, the early adopters of technology. Historically, adults only used technology for business, at work. They didn't socialise on it. It was a tool that they used. As more adults begin to socialise online and use it for different things, we're seeing those problems reach into the adult world. But certainly for children, it is part of their life. It's a very important part of their life. They don't have an on and offline life. They just have one life that moves seamlessly between the two worlds. But they use it all the time. They're connected 24/7 and they're vulnerable. Children are the primary vulnerable population in anything to do with cyber safety, drugs and alcohol, decision making, because they're not mature and their brains are not fully formed. So it's part of growing up, and that's why we need to give extra care and attention to schools and other organisations that work with young people to support them. Abuse occurs easily online because there's a perception of anonymity, there's a perception that it's not real life, there's a perception that often you won't know it's me or I won't get caught. So all those things lead to disinhibition. If I'm sitting in front of you and I'm going to hurl abuse at you, I have to put a bit of thought into it. I get to see the impact it has on you, and you might punch me in the mouth for my efforts. And I might be thinking, no, I don't think I want that. But if it's online and I'm abusing you, I don't see the impact. I don't see that you're upset. You can't hurt me, really. It's easy, and that's why kids do it. A lot of people get away with online abuse simply because people don't report it to the police. That's the main barrier. Cyberbullying is a criminal offence in every state and territory in Australia, always has been. It's nothing new. There's a lot of debate about, do we need new laws? No, we don't. Why people advocate for new laws is because the words cyberbullying themselves don't often feature in legislation. So what it means is we've got legislation that was written for a particular form of conduct. Cyberbullying fits within it. That's what you get charged with. Victoria does have one new law from a couple of years ago that uses the term cyberbullying. So, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. Do we need to see the word there? Do we not? Doesn't really matter. What we need is to make sure that people understand that it is criminal, it's wrong, it's disrespectful and hurtful, and it shouldn't remain hidden. We need to encourage people to speak up, because that's how we're going to share a message that not only is cyberbullying all these social and emotional consequences, that there can be criminal ones as well. I think in schools, there are some schools that do cyber safety education very well, and there are some schools that are still really, really, really behind. And they're not intentionally behind, it's just happened and they haven't quite caught up with it. There's competing priorities in a school, but I think that, any sort of cyber safety education program in schools need to include all the social and emotional issues, the respectful and responsible use of technology, and must always cover the legal issues, because any form of technology misuse is a crime.